good day at practice today. John Salmons was able to participate in the whole practice. Wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to do that after his limited participation yesterday, but he loosened up. DeMarcus was questionable for practice today after banging his knee, and he got out there and loosened up and full participation. Thought Tyreek had his best practice that he's had yet. That was really good to see. And so getting Chuck suited up in practice tomorrow, we should, if we can make it through healthy, we'll be ready to go. Full roster, so it's a good day.
Do you expect Chuck to start on Monday?
Yeah, I do.
How many do you think Chuck has missed?
Well, sure, there'll be catch-up. Very important practice tomorrow, and it's very important that we get something out of the shoot-around. But the fact is, the honest truth is, nobody's ready to play this game on Monday. Lakers aren't ready, we're not ready, but they're going to play it. And so we'll put the best group we can out there and hope for improvement along the way. But not complaining, just telling you the truth.
How hard did you guys try to get Chuck here today so he could practice, get another day in?
It wasn't really feasible. He's getting here real fast, and we'll integrate him as quickly as we can.
Having John Salmons back in, are you seeing him pick up right where he left off?
I thought he was terrific out there today. He's probably 80%, but assuming he doesn't regress tomorrow, it was a great sign to have him out there going 80%. He's fitting right in.
You talked about Tyreek having one of his better practices. What were you seeing from him that stood out?
He's really focused on defense. He's really finding guys when he drives, and he's still being aggressive because we never want to take away his strength. But he's understanding how to pick his spots, and we're doing a better job of learning where we're supposed to be when he drives.
Are you expecting that John will start Monday, or is that still day-to-day?
I'm expecting we're going to start our starters. When these guys are healthy, they'll start. It'll be DeMarcus and Chuck and John and Marcus and Tyreek. If they're all healthy, if they're all healthy, they'll go. If they're not, we'll make adjustments then.
What's your plan tomorrow? You got one practice tomorrow, and then
Christmas off. We're going to be off Christmas, and then we'll have our shoot-around before the game. So we're down to 2 practices.
What was the morale like with the team? I mean, obviously, when Chuck left, it was such a downer, and getting him back, particularly around the holidays, kind of ironic that way around the holidays to have that gift back to you.
Well, I'll say this: the people that prayed, they need to say thanks too, because it truly was, in my opinion, an answer to prayer on so many levels. And I'm not talking about praying to win basketball games. I'm talking about for a young man, the situation Chuck was in. There was a lot of prayer. We got to say thanks too.
Did you speak to him personally?
We texted right now. He's pretty busy.
A lot of the guys in the organization, Jeff and Sharif, and a lot of guys have spent a lot of time with Chuck during this whole process. What was it just like for you, emotionally, kind of, the few days he was going through and seeing him go through all that?
Well, it certainly touched everybody emotionally. I mean, we've known Chuck less than 2 weeks, really, as being part of what's going on here, and he made a big impression. And I'll tell you how big of an impression. Usually when the team gets together to go out before a game, to go out after a timeout, to go out after practice, they get their hands together and they usually say something like defense or go Kings. You know what they've been saying? Since the day he left. Chuck. To remind everybody what he brought to this team and the attitude you have to bring to work every day. That really says it all.
Chuck's jersey was in the locker room hanging up on Tuesday. Was that your idea or the guy's idea?
I'm sure it was the guy's idea. I didn't participate in that. I didn't even know that till you told me. But it's a kind of respect he brings, and you're so happy that he got good news physically. And can't wait for him to be back.
So every time you guys break the huddle, it's Chuck?
That's what we did. We're not going to do it now. We don't want him to get a big head.
This for you, I mean,
We're not going to have a big group hug either.
you know, Monday you were looking at, you know, altering your lineup. What's this like for you to have the starting five you thought you were going to have 2 weeks ago?
It's very nice. And again, are we going to be in mid-season form? Absolutely not. We can't expect it. But we're going to get them together as soon as we can and keep them together and build this thing in a way that I think can last.